Hello everyone, I'm the Mole Man and welcome back to Train Simulator. We are on the Wherry Lines today. Oh yes, we're on the Wherry Lines. However, we are not driving the 37. We're driving the 68. Yes, we're driving the 68. Let's get the doors open so people can do their thing. Let's get inside and let's read what we're doing. Under passenger at Great Yarmouth, books depart 11:13. We will run non-stop to Norwich. That we will. Right. Cool, let's get the train set up then. Bring the HUD up so I can see what I'm doing.
TPWS and AWS operational.
I love it so much. I love this EP. It's an amazing EP. Right, let's get everything else set up. I think we're all good. Brakes don't need to be that applied. That's all fine. Let's get the headlights on. Excellent. 68016. Obviously the Wherry Lines is known for its 37s. At least it was. Not anymore. But I wanted to drive the 68 today because the 68 is just a beautiful, beautiful locomotive. Look at it. It's such a beast. Fearless. Yeah, it's wonderful. Do we have one on the back too? We do. Short set, 2 68s and 3 coaches. Talk about overpowered. I mean, this one on the back probably isn't doing anything, but yeah, Brutus. I love them so much. I really do. Because it's one of those things where it's like, introduce a new train, you're like, okay then, I'm sure it'll be fine. But then you actually get to go behind a 68 and it's like, oh my god, they're the best thing. Right. Oh, I just tried taking a screenshot and it's activating ETS. Thanks mapping. That's great. I'll use F12 then. I use Control F to take screenshots, but AP mapped it to ETS. Oh, whatever. Can we go then? We can go. Good. Right, let's get the best camera angle for this. On top of the roof. Actually, let's turn the DRA off first. How about that? That's it. Listen to that. Such an amazing sound, it really is. Well, that was a hell of a bump, blimey. Old track, I guess. That's it. Yeah, these are beautiful locomotives. The sound they make is just wonderful. It really is. I've only been behind a 68 a couple of times on the Chiltern main line, going up from London and stuff, and yeah, you can't stick your head out on the Mark IIIs, but just hearing them and feel the force of being pulled behind a 68 is amazing. It really is. And I thought we'd give it a drive today. I thought we would. Because the Wherry Lines is one of those routes where it's, you know, it's sort of set the standard for TS routes. And then it's one of those ones that had so many scenarios made for it and stuff like that. It's a route that very easily gets old. You can very easily drive it too much, considering it's only got a few branches and such. It is possible to drive a route too much. So I don't drive on it all the time because it's easy to burn out on the Wherry Lines. But every now and then, it is nice to come back and just drive it, especially as you can drive so many different things on it. Today we're doing the 68, we could do a 37, we could do a 156, 150, you know, we could do a 47 as well, you know, there's all sorts of trains. Here we go. Listen to that. That's a beautiful sound right there. Lovely. I love it. Get us up to speed. Yeah, non-stop. 20 miles. It shouldn't take us that long, really. Be careful we don't speed. Yeah, I've been to the Wherry Lines now. Last year. We'll go up to Norwich and then just did a few, because when the 37s were sort of on their way out, it's sort of like get up and get it done before you can't do it anymore sort of thing, you know. So I went up and I think I managed to fit in 2 return trips between Great Yarmouth and Norwich, and then 2 return trips to Lowestoft, sort of thing. That was good. That was a good time. It's a very nice route, very pretty. I mean, you know, this route's set a few years in the past now. There have been some changes. Stuff like old level crossings and signals have now gone. So it would be nice to see a modernised version of this route with a 755, because the new flats look very interesting. Wouldn't mind seeing those in train sim one day. Right, we are accelerating up to 60 miles an hour. It's just so flat. That's just Norfolk in a nutshell, really, isn't it? Just flat. And gonna be many screenshots taken along the way. I don't know if Control S will work with it paused. Let's find out, shall we? It's one of those things I don't know. I hate it when people map, so, you know, when keys are mapped to stuff that TS has already got. It works when the game's paused, that's good. But like Control S is mapped to screenshots. That's just a core TS thing. So the fact that AP come along and now make it ETS supply is just so annoying. And it's not the first time they've done it either. Some packs it gets fixed on, others this one still has it. It's quite annoying. But oh well. Oh well. That's it. I was holding at 59 at the moment. Very nice. But yeah, the 68. One of my favourite locomotives, really. It's not a British classic, you know. It's still a very nice bit of kit, and rather detailed too. I mean, all the screen stuff that we've got going on here. Like, there's some. We've got different screens of information. Like, this is an enhancement pack from AP, but all these screens are in it by default already. That's one of the nice things about it. I'm trying to click on it whilst we're moving around is a bit of a nightmare. But you can see here, total kilometres driven and stuff like that. And I believe it does keep track of all this stuff. It does keep track of it all. You can see that it's currently 11:18, the temperature's 19.7 degrees outside. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a nice locomotive. And one day, I don't know when, but hopefully one day I'll get to drive it on the 5 circle. Because I want to do it, but like doing a full loop takes what, over 2 hours? And I don't have over 2 hours at the moment. Maybe I will one day. And it's not the only thing I want to drive on the 5 circle lines. I've got to plan things out. I've got a big spreadsheet of scenario ideas. It's nice. It's nice. It's good to be able to do all this again, you know? And it's just nice to have an excuse to drive trains again, because I'm around Train Sim and Train Sim World in and every day, doing what I do, but then I don't actually get much time to enjoy it. So it is nice to just be able to relax and enjoy some trains with you guys. Ex-Anglia Mark II's there. I just love how flat this route is. So nice. Approaching Bony Arms, which is one of the smallest stations in the country. I don't think it's the smallest, but it's a good contender. I think the smallest station is up in it's up in Scotland, isn't it? Kyle Line, I think it's on. I can't remember the name of it, but I think that's where it is. Let's go up to it and watch the train go past. Where is it? Where is it? There it is! Tiny little station. Hi, dude. Come on, I know the platform's not huge, but you could at least stand on the bit you're supposed to stand on, mate. Oh well. Very nice. Nice short set. I like it. Short sets are fun. It's like the 2+4 HSTs that GWR and Scott Riley are using. It's just like, it's so diddy. I love it. I do like short sets. It's quite dainty. Like, you'd think this would be able to haul, like, you know, 12 coaches, but no, we just got 3. Just got 3. Look at it. It's so pretty. jointed track as well. One of the most satisfying sounds in the rail network, that is. Amazing. I need to get a proper sort of side angle shot. How flat it is. We're going to set one up, I think. We'll go further up ahead. We'll set up a nice angled shot. How about we get the windmill in it as well? Be very Thomas the Tank Engine, wouldn't it? Something like that, maybe. The train will go past eventually. We'll just sit here and wait for it. That we will. Oh, it's a bit not low density. You can see the blurry foliage there. Yeah. There we go. Make sure we're not speeding. No, we're all good. I just want to get a nice cinematic shot. This is the route for cinematic shots, and our train should just sort of go along at some point somewhere in here. We'll see it somewhere. Like, you can't see the railway. You can see like a slight smidge of it, maybe. There it goes. Look at that. That's so cool. Do 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 do. That's just so cool. And into the trees it goes. I love that. That's awesome. And off it goes. Excellent. Alright, let's get back in the cab. And speed in the slightest. I've got 15 limit coming up, so we will keep that in mind. I just like it. This is nice. So yeah, I don't want to drive the 68 some more. At some point. And on the Chiltern Main Line as well. The trouble with the Chiltern Main Line is it's not the best route in the world. You know, as I've once proven by the fact I couldn't do a simple run without either the sim crashing or me crashing into another train. So it's not the best route out there. It's not the most stable. It's not the most detailed either, which is a shame because it's a route that means a lot to me. But we will do it one day. We will do it one day, in one form or another. AWS. Very modern AWS, you know, don't have an old sort of style spinny flower, got a digital one. It's nice. The signal's looking good, but we do have 15 coming up. That's it. Nice style of braking as well, based on the it's PBL style braking, which you've got in the Class 66 and such. Which is nice. I like this style of braking because it's like the old Class 101 vacuum braking and steam vacuum braking, but you can, you know, it's a lot quicker with a handle like this, quicker to you know, apply and release, and it lets you choose exactly how much brake you want, just with the yellow needle there, and the red line follows up to it, and it's how much brake we get, which is very nice. I would have loved to have done the Wherry Lines when 68s were on it, which was back in like 2016, but I did it with 37s, and when I did it with 37s, let's just say, oh boy, like the experience of being in the coach, you know, the door windows were open, sat as close as I can to them. I wasn't going to stick my head out because that's a bad thing to be doing, but just hearing the 37 rev up was amazing. But my goodness, they were not reliable in the slightest. On our final run from Lowestoft to Norwich, it failed. It just went, nope, thanks. I think one of the brake pipes managed to sort of go thunk, and the brakes started leaking, so the train came to a stop, and then the engine was turned off so they could reset the brakes, and the engine wouldn't start again, then the brakes wouldn't release. Like, oh, nightmare. 45 minutes late into Norwich at the end. It's like, oh my goodness. So, you know, not the best example of an experience, but an experience all the same. It would have been nice to do it in a modern loco like this. But instead they've got the 755s now, which are supposedly very nice. You know, Flirt's, you know, Stadler makes some good trains. And one day I want to do the journey all over again, like I did it in a 90 and then the 37s. I want to do it in a 745 and 755 next time. This is the station where our brakes got stuck out, I think. And there is no signal here. So could I find out if I was going to miss my connection? No. Could I let anyone know that I was stuck? No. Like, amazing. Amazing. Alright. That's it. Throttle back up. 12 miles to go. Wonderful. I do hope one day that we see like an 88 in Train Sim. Although what's really weird, like, this is a 68, very well established that this is a 68. Seeing this with a pantograph, seeing the 88s, I mean, I've still never seen one running on the main line yet, but the concept of seeing this with a pantograph just doesn't sit well with me. It's not something that I've got used to yet, so that's a bit weird. And then you've got ROG, Rail Operations Group. They're getting Class 93s, which are going to use the same shell as this. So essentially, the Class 93 is like an 88, because an 88 is electric and diesel, and then the 93 also has batteries in it, I think. So it's like a tri-mode version of the 68, which is cool, but I'm still not used to seeing anything with pantographs like this, you know. To me, this is a diesel loco, so seeing a pantograph on it is weird. It'd be like seeing a pantograph on a Voyager sort of thing, you know. That's just how it is to me. It's just not one of those things I'm used to, but maybe once I've seen an 88 in real life, that will change. Maybe it will. Ding. I say ding. It's not really a ding. It's more of a beep. That's all good. I like this industrial sort of sections of the route. It's the sort of route that has a tiny little bit of everything. Which is nice. And whilst this is a lovely EP from AP, Enhancement Pack from Armstrong Powerhouse, I would like to see them do it again with overhaul cab textures and get the GSMR working. That'd be nice. That's the sort of upgrade I'd sort of pay for again, because it's just, you know, just to make it a bit more immersive. Leave the screen as is though. Seeing all the stuff, like, look, total for this loco, 18 kilometers. It's cool. I like it. This trip it's done that many. I'm not quite sure how it all works, but it is cool that it works. What are the screens we got? Summary table? No, I can't click on that. I can click on home. There we go. You can see our fuel level. It's nice. So it's details like that I love. You can see the whistle board there is wonky. That's what makes this route so nice and why it set the standard. And it's a shame that it's the only route AP have ever done. I would love to see them do another route. I really would. Like, yes, we didn't get any other add-ons for like a year whilst they were making it, but it would still be nice. It would still be nice. Get a team together and just make a route to this standard again, or even better. There are still, you know, no route is perfect, and there are still some things like you could make routes even better than this, or make an extension to this up to Sheringham, do the North Norfolk sort of area, or just do a modernised version of this with the 755. I'm open to all sorts of options, or somewhere new entirely. That'd be nice. Bump on the track there, and down we go. Power down. Cows in the field. Hello, cows. Lovely. Power back up again. We didn't really accelerate down that hill. These things are quite intelligent as well. They don't let you speed. If you try speeding in this thing, it cuts the power. It's like no. But it's not the first train to do that either. The GT3, which we drove recently, that has got its own. That's got its own speed limiter in it. If you try and exceed the speed limit or if you try to go over, I think it's 90 miles an hour in the GT3, it brings your speed back down to 90. And this does it at 100. I think once you get to 103, it brings you back. You know, and trains are always limited in one way or another. Like electric trains, I don't think they just sort of stop. Like, you know, if you notch 4 it all the way and say like a class 700, it will stop at 100 miles an hour. But if you took that limiter off, it could go a lot faster. Like, class 700s have the power to easily do over 125 miles an hour, and that is something I would love to see one day. And if a 700 ever comes to train sim, a proper one, not the, you know, the AI only one, the free one. If we get a proper 700 for train sim, I want to see that limiter being optional, so that I can do like as fast as it will go. I'd love that. That'd be great. Although maybe that could just be a mod, who knows. But it'd be nice as a little thing. Just throw it in one of the screens, you know. Turn off the thing that makes it stop at 100. And just see what it can do. Just see what it can do. Like, if these things weren't limited for 100, if they didn't turn themselves off, what could they do, you know? It's not the sort of thing you see on the railways anymore. Trains get tested up to their design speed, but we don't get records anymore. I'd like to see, you know, get a test track built and just see how fast the train can go. Why not, you know? It'd be good fun. Very good fun. Signals are still good. Something to keep an eye out for. I haven't been paying much attention. I'm not good with semaphores, but I swear there's a single track section again up here soon. Although maybe that's on the other branch that's coming in off the right now. Because we've gone via Bony Arms, but you can also go via Acle. I think it's Acle is how you pronounce it, which is that way. So maybe the single track section's on there. That's it, racing through. Can't read where it is. Just over 5 miles left to go though. So just thought I'd do a quick run for today. Listen to that. Wonderful. The DRS delivery is very nice as well. Don't speed, come on. I'll let it coast down, it's fine. DRS compass. And so one of the things that also made me sort of fall in love with these even more, as well as the Chiltern journeys I've done. I went to the DRS Open Day in Crewe a couple of years ago, and they always have like a thrash up at these sorts of events. So they had like a 37, and they literally just like keep it at neutral, but just go 100% down, 100% down. And they did it with a 68 as well, where you just, you know, isolate the traction motors, keep it at neutral sort of stuff, but you just throttle the engine up all the way and just listen to it rev up and thrash, and it's just such a good sound. It's so good. It really is. Really is. Right, we've got a 20 coming up. That is for a bridge. If we were a unit, we could go over it at 60, but we're a loco, so we've got to go over it at 20. Because weight. Which makes sense. So start bringing our speed down nice and gently. Maybe we'll get a screenshot at it. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Trees either side now. So it's still pretty flat, but it's, you know, now it's a tiny bit different as we get closer to Norwich. Still gently bringing the speed down, 10 miles an hour to bleed off still. Can see the board. I think we've pretty much perfected that. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Now just got to get a screenshot to go over the bridge. Nice, yeah, it just goes over a road bridge. Very low road bridge as well. You would not want to... very in a sort of restricted height. You'd expect like a warning sign to be there. Yeah, see, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. Just, Lovely. See, that's what you like to see, isn't it? One from the road as well. Even though there's a bit of train going through the road, but we can get something clever like that. Nice. As soon as we're over, we accelerate again for the final run into Norwich. Listen to that. So good. It's so good. Active West going off. Lovely. What for, I wonder? Ah. Okay. That's a repeater. So that means the next signal, which is 0.8, whatever, is red. Now, is it approach, semaphore, or is it colour light actually red? We'll find out. Don't use the dynamics. Apply the brakes again. Bring our speed back down. Yeah, we've got a dynamic brake, so you can see we've got PBR brake, and then we've got... This is both brake and throttle, but you shouldn't use the dynamic brake when you're hauling a train. I guess that's because it doesn't actually brake anything behind you, so it's just pushing you, the momentum's just pushing you. I guess that's the reason why. Whereas train brake is, of course, for the entire train. Some other nice features in this. I don't know if they still work or not. I know on the original, I don't know if the EP brought it over, but you can isolate the AWS, and we've got train length here, and train length is kind of cool. I'll show it as we go past the red signal. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we'll go over it anyway. Some signals on this route you've got to crawl towards for them to go green. Other ones, of course, are just red signals because you've got another train coming. And considering we're a special train, like an additional service, we're probably waiting for something. That would make sense. But we shall, come on. Still crawling towards it. Still crawling towards it. Trying to crawl as slowly as possibly can in case it changes, but at this rate I don't think it will. I'm gonna call it there. Bring it to a stop. Right. Let's neutral and DRA, so don't forget. Now we just wait for something, I guess. Can we get a hint? We've got green up there. Ah, that green probably isn't for us. That's for you, isn't it? I can hear something. What the... Ghost train? Ghost train? What's Sheringham, Norwich, that was in front. What the... what? We've got ourselves a ghost train. Listen to this. We've got ourselves a ghost train. What the hell? Normally, even if it's got like a missing geo, you still have floating couplings. What's going on there? Okay, we've got ourselves a floating train. Great. Right. Oh, no. See, this is why I never throw it into neutral and do the DRA, because I always forget. Go. I know this route comes with a blocker locomotive, which is invisible. But one, why does it have audio? And two, why not just use an actual locomotive? I don't know. Unless I'm early and I was supposed to see the signal change in front of me and that was not supposed to actually stop me, I don't know. But oh well. That was a bit weird, but okay. Yeah, I didn't think the blocker locomotive would have audio. That sounded like it's 2-car DMU, isn't it? On the HUD, on the map, it said it was showing them to Norwich. So I don't know what's going on there. That's it. I do love just the irony of the fact that most of the services famed for this route are operated by GA but never carried their livery. I find that quite amusing. Like Wherry Lines, known for the short sets, never seen in GA. It was always in DRS livery because it was stock hideout by them. But I would love to see someone put 37 and Mark II short set in GA livery. Just because why not? Just because why not? Right. Signals. Okay, we're green now. That's all good. But we do have Mr. Invisible in front of us. The Invisible Man must have taken a holiday up in Sheringham, which I can't blame him. I've been to Sheringham. It's quite nice, you know. They've got a heritage railway there and lovely walks and stuff. But still, don't just be invisible on the railway. That's not a good thing. Maybe he doesn't have a yellow front. Maybe that's what it is. Because that's a joke, isn't it? Yeah, that's a joke. If you're unaware of the joke, if a train has no yellow front, you can't see it. That's the joke. Look at that. This route is just like Sodor. That's what this route is. It's just Sodor. Through and through. I love it. Right. Let's slow down just in case we've got Mr. Invisible keeping us, because we don't have the road at the moment. We're not allowed into the platform. So not this signal, which is a yellow, but the one after's a red. So we'll just take it easy, let Mr. Invisible think about what he's doing, and it's just gone green and we have a road. Excellent. I don't know what Mr. Invisible's up to, but yeah. I don't want him causing me trouble. I love the fact the wires start here. Like, yes, a Class 90 could sort of go a few feet onto the Wherry Lines if it wanted to, but there's not much point, is there? Gently bring our speed down. Got Norwich, is it Crown Point Depot is the name of it, isn't it? So that's all good. Full of flirts now. Like the 90s, they just went out so quickly, and because of lockdown, they had sort of like a very unceremonious departure. No farewell for the 90s, and that's probably not going to change now. Unless a set's kept somewhere in order to do a farewell tour once everything's back up and running. Lovely. Oh, AWS, what do you want? Telling me the signal. Yeah, the 90s, they're just gone. They're just gone. You know, they retired them like that, and that's it. There's just nothing to it. They're just gone. Which is sad, really. Because obviously the HSTs have had a fantastic send-off, if you ask me. And they're still running, which is the best thing. Yes, HSTs on the main line have gone, but you've still got the short sets, like I mentioned earlier. But the GWR Farewell Tour, which to think that was over a year ago already is terrifying, and the LNER Farewell Tour, in my opinion, fantastic send-offs for, you know, the Western and the Eastern sets. Like, that's just great. I think that's fantastic. But it's a shame the 90s don't get the same thing. What is nice though, and you know, I have to talk about, if you're talking about 90s, gotta mention it. Have you seen them in Grand Central livery? Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can't get over it. I did go through a speed limit that said 15, so I'm sticking for 15. But yeah, the Grand Central 90s and Mark IVs look absolutely beautiful. I only wish they were using 91s instead of 90s, because whilst 90s are nice, I still prefer 91s. Like when I see a 90, I think, nice, but you could have been a 91. That's what I see when I see a 90, and it's just imagine a 91 in Grand Central livery. Like, my goodness, yes. But oh well. Oh well. Alright, welcome to Norwich. A bit barren, but that's because Mr. Invisible's in here somewhere. I suspect he's in that platform. Got a 158 there. But yeah, I suspect he's in this platform here. I've got no idea. Unless he's vanished somewhere. Start bringing our speed down. It's a rather nice, well, almost non-stop run. Just had that one weird signal encounter. Another bump in the track. Bump in the track to start it, and a bump in the track to finish. That's it. Stop! Stop! There was a funny noise. I got distracted. Let's just back up before the rail accident investigation branch ask any questions. I don't want them knowing. That's better. That's better. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Can I get some tail lights? There we go. Doors. Right. What is going on with this train? Yeah, there is a train next to us that's just invisible. This is an AP scenario. It didn't tell me anything was missing. How bizarre. How bizarre. We've got a nice 158 here. Drive the 158 at some point as well one day. It's going to Liverpool Lime Street. Good boat driver, that's you done for now. You may have noticed that Norwich is looking a little empty. A bridge replacement just south of Norwich means there are no direct services to London today. Yes, there's also invisible trains populating one of the platforms. So, you know, that is also probably a contributing factor, but never mind. That was a run on the Wherry Lines. It's still a beautiful route to this day. I love it. I do love it, but yeah, it's a nice one. And the 68, of course, a fantastic locomotive. But that's me done for today, so thank you very much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next video.